Bottom side of this, okay? There is a steel gasket that goes there. There's no reason to replace that. This was just done 6 months ago by the previous company. Same reason why I'm not replacing this. For you guys out there that want to like decide if you need to replace this or not, if you look inside of there, you're going to see that there's an O-ring in there. If that O-ring is any sort of tore up, go ahead and replace that thing. There's also a steel round gasket that goes back here in a V-band clamp. It's always a good idea to put a little bit of anti-seize on that V-band clamp so that it doesn't fight you next time you got to take it apart. Also, it's very important to make sure all your bolts go back where they belong. If you're not sure where they belong, there is some literature in the harness for the Fickle that tells you where the bolts go, because there's actually an updated pattern for these bolts so that it doesn't rub on the harness, okay? So if you guys need that information, you got to look at the literature that comes with the Fickle harness, okay? In that box, it has it. Also, you see all this crap that's inside of here? Unfortunately, we can't really just avoid that or get rid of that anymore. So the way that you take care of that is by blowing this out with a pressure washer, okay? Pressure washer through here, pressure washer through here. In fact, come on up here. You see this? I don't want a truck leaving Marty's Diesel with this shit all caked up right here. Not only can this become a boost leak, but also you can't identify where an oil leak is occurring if the shit's dirty. This intake manifold's not in terrible shape. It was just cleaned by somebody 6 months ago, but this is an example of the difference between what we do and what other shops do. We're not gonna let an intake manifold leave out of here that looks dirty like this, you understand? Yep. Same thing on the bottom side here. All these mating surfaces, I usually use like a white bristle disc in order to clean that up. I'll do the same thing for this right here. The other option is I got a real fine sanding stone. I'll literally just take the sanding stone and go up and down on this mating surface, up and down on this mating surface, and then you can do it like this direction here. You just have to miss this bump out. Make sense? Yep. So basically, you need a nice clean mating surface there, all through here as well. You want to make sure you're avoiding boost leaks when you put this thing back together, and you want to make sure that you're avoiding a coolant leak right here as well. I always blow all of these passages out too while I have the entire intake manifold apart. And obviously you get a brand new O-ring that goes there. Typically it's an orange O-ring. So I think that's everything for the bottom side of the intake manifold.